Gary Payton and the Seattle Supersonics.
Jay Peter with the Seattle Mariners and Jermaine Kearse.
Cliff Averill.
This is Nate Burleson. You're watching NorbCam.
NorbCam.
You're watching NorbCam.
All right, what's up, everybody? This is NorbCam. I'm very sorry. It's been a weird day today. Trying to do this whole technical thing, getting my guests lined up, the phone calls lined up. We had more bugs than a bait store. But anyway, we are finally working. Sorry about the 25-minute delay, but hey, this is live TV, and hey, you know, you aren't paying for this, so you know, it's you get what you get. But hey, we are happening here. It's a Friday. Happy Blue Friday to all the Seahawks fans out there. And I'm pretty excited. This is kind of a first because for the first time, I'm going to be not only speaking to you, the viewers, via phone. We're going to have not but one, but two guests on the show today. As I got in the title here, we've got Falcons representation, we've got Eagles representation. So I'm going to bring it on in just a minute. But we are going to talk about this very exciting divisional matchup coming up this weekend. It's going to be probably the game of the weekend. So I'm excited to talk to these guys about it. But if you want to call in, be part of the action, you can see the number right there, 515-739-1219. Enter the code 696153 when the code is prompted, and I'll try to get to your calls as best I can. And of course, you guys are lighting up the chat room, so feel free to comment there, and we'll get to some of them if we can, but they go pretty fast, so no guarantees. But with no further ado, as I hyped up here, we've got two big fans. These are angry birds. We're all angry birds here. I'm more angry because I'm not in the playoffs, but these two are. So let me bring them in right now. We've got my guests. Let's bring them on via Skype, live from around the world on NorbCam. Here we go. Let's see if this actually works. Oh, there they are. What's up? Can you guys hear me okay?
Absolutely.
I can hear you great.
Awesome. Okay.
Can you hear me? That is the question. You're going to hear what I'm going to have to say in this show.
I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, all right. Before you guys start getting into, you know, all the banter and everything like that, let me just quickly introduce my guests here. I've collaborated with both of these fans. They are great fans of their teams. First, in the center of the screen right there, as you can see, hailing from Los Angeles, California, representing her birds from the East Coast, the Philadelphia Eagles, with a current record of 0-3 versus NorbCam, by the way. Please welcome the current #1 seed in the NFC. Coming at you, Philadehlia. What's up, Delia? How's it going?
You just had to rub that in, 0-3, huh?
Well, hey, you know, you guys are in the playoffs. I'm not, so I got to get what I can get.
You know, still being in the game, #1 seed, home field advantage, first round bye. That's a great situation. And you know what? We're playing a familiar team. And bring on those dirty birds, man. Bring them on. All
right. Well, let's I gotta introduce my other partner here in this broadcast, coming all the way from Atlanta, Georgia, representing his dirty birds, currently with a 2-1, should be 1-2 record against the Seattle Seahawks, but he does hold the advantage over me, so I got to give props. But also has the record of the biggest choke job in the history of the Super Bowl. But he is back to try to avenge the loss of last year against the Patriots, but here he is as a wild card, beating the Rams last week, which I appreciate that very much. Now going up against the Philadelphia Eagles this weekend. Please welcome David in Atlanta. What's up, David? How's it going, man?
You're lucky you're my friend, sir. Jeez.
That's what friends do. I can't believe if we're enemies.
So in other words, Delia and Norb taking shots at my Super Bowl choke, and I saw Delia's previous video. But, hey, I'm glad to be here on the show. I couldn't think of any better opponent than Philadehlia. Her and I go a long way back from 2009 on my previous channel, and I'm glad to see that it's come to pass. But let me go ahead and say congratulations to Delia's channel, her family, and everything. And from reading the ESPN news and all that, Philadelphia Eagles fans, Falcons fans, you guys need to take what reality is. It's the #1 seed we're going up against. They're without Carson Wentz, yes, but they're formidable at home. And any Atlanta fan that thinks it's going to be a cakewalk is misunderstood, because this loyal Falcons fan definitely is not. But like I told you, Delia, a couple weeks ago, I got it on my screen, or I did. You talked about the Rams. You talked about everybody else but us. I said, if we play y'all, you better not forget us. Well, guess what? This man is coming home to end your season.
That's right. You kind of called it last time I was on NorbCam's channel, and you called in. But I like that you're being realistic about this. You realize the Eagles have all of a sudden become the underdogs in the kind of TV and fan world, where just because we lost our quarterback, hey, that's a big piece of the team. But we didn't get no chump as our backup. We have someone who has experience, who has stunned the league before, and someone who's been in the playoffs before, and someone who's won tight games, down to the wire. His very first game that he played for us against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, he won it with seconds left on the clock. So he's a guy that can handle clutch situations. So I'm hoping this kind of little break that they had gave him enough time to get his act together.
See, the thing about it that I noticed is that some of the Eagles fans on here, first of all, shout out to Desert Eagle. I promised him I'd give him a shout out on here. Delia, some of his channel. He's a really cool cat, very popular, very respectful. He and I have a bet. You may want to focus on that. Check out Desert Eagle. But people were talking about the Philadelphia Eagles being disrespected for the #1 seed. Atlanta was like that in 2010. Even in 2012. Even now, I like to think that, people talk about the Super Bowl hangover. Atlanta's beat that. Now we just got to take care of business. I know the Philadelphia Eagles have a strong defense. That's all I've heard all week here in Atlanta. Hugh Douglas does 92.9 the game here, and he formerly played for the Eagles, and he's up there in Philly. He's torn between two. He's like Eagles on one hand, Falcons on the other, but you'd like to think he probably wants to root for Atlanta to win. But there's nothing in me that says this game is going to be easy. Any Falcon fan that says that is ridiculous. Any Eagles fan that doesn't give your team a chance is ridiculous, because in the playoffs, anything's possible. Defense wins championships.
Yep, and our defense is good.
So, and Nick Foles has beat us before, but I'll be quite honest, Delia, I will never, and I said this after the Super Bowl choke, like you like to mention in your chat and the video I saw you do the other day.
Triggered. That's your word.
Right. I can't take that back. It is what it is. With Georgia choking in the national championship and the Falcons choking in the Super Bowl, I can't take that back. But I love my team. And I'll never predict my team to win everything until it actually happens. But I really am confident about this game. Can the Eagles win? Absolutely. But trust me, Atlanta can win too.
All right, let me ask you this. So from my understanding, it's kind of unusual because you got a #1 seed at home, and the Atlanta Falcons, a wild card team, is coming in. I believe you guys are 3-point favorites in this game, which really means Vegas is picking you as 6-point favorites, because if you give the 3 points to the home team, they're giving you a 6-point advantage there. Delia, how does this make you feel? Do you feel disrespected? Do you think it's fair? Are they giving way too much credit to Carson Wentz and not enough credit to your quarterback? How are you guys going to overcome this and make an upset at home for you guys?
Well, we're a team that consistently gets disrespected. All season, we've been doubted. We've been made excuses as to, you haven't beat any good teams, or, this was just a lucky win. And until we finally just kind of pulled away and got that #1, got our record so far ahead that people started to actually say, hey, all right, maybe this team does have something. But now, without Wentz, they want to take it all back. Now, it's not just a quarterback that makes a team. There's surrounding pieces. I mean, there's a lot of championships are won based on the strength of their supporting cast, their defense. Think of that year when Peyton Manning had his crappy season, and he did not look that good in the Super Bowl, but his defense sure carried him and that team to finally get that victory before his retirement. So it's all about the supporting cast, and then being able to rally behind a guy who may not be their original, planned leader, but he's the guy right now. And I think we have a strong enough team. Our defense is way better than it was last year. And our team overall, our front line, is performing way better. And I think the Falcons, what's playing in our favor, right? If I wasn't an Eagles fan, I'd probably say the same thing. I would doubt this team. You lost your, quarterback. I mean, you're done. But being an Eagles fan and looking kind of in between the lines at different factors that give us an advantage, the Falcons, us being the underdogs, kind of puts us in a better situation. The Eagles always play better when they're doubted because they have something to prove. So being discredited after having this amazing season, they're going to have that chip on their shoulder. And the Falcons, them being favored, adds pressure to Matt Ryan and this team to win. And we all know how they do with more pressure.
No, wait a second. Wait, whoa.
All right, okay, all right. So Delia got her bit in there. We don't have to pound the whole point of what happens when Atlanta starts to feel some pressure. I'm not going to repeat that.
I had to point it out.
Wait, hold on a second. Ask the Green Bay Packers
favored adds pressure.
Hold on. Ask the Green Bay Packers about pressure. Ask the Seattle Seahawks about pressure. All right, come on, let's be real.
Hey man, I'm just going off of what I see, and
oh my gosh.
All right, now here's the thing. Here's the thing. We got the Atlanta Falcons coming in. They're a dome team. You play nice in a nice cozy dome. You're going to be going over there to I don't know what the weather's like in Philly, but I imagine it's going to be a lot colder than it is in that dome. And, so that means it's going to affect the passing game. It's going to affect the special teams game. I believe the team that can run the ball better, the team that's defense shows up and makes the least mistakes is going to win this game. So how do you respond, sir?
Nord, let me say this. The running game for the Falcons and the Eagles, no comparison. Tevin Coleman, Teron Ward, and obviously, do I need to mention the other guy, Devontae Freeman? Okay, who do the Eagles have that can actually Jay Adai, who this guy they just picked off the rack from Miami? Okay,
yeah.
People kept saying that whatever his name, I can't even pronounce his name. He's got so many J's in it, but he did good with Miami. But this is not a regular season ball game, honey. This is the playoffs, the NFC divisionals. Okay, each team has to play in this weather. Our offense is better than yours. Our running backs and receivers are better than yours. I'll give your defense over ours. Although our defense is a lot better. Trust me. Ask the Rams that, a team that you guys struggled against. And Seattle, you struggled against. Okay, let's go just clarify that now.
Okay,
so
now let me clarify.
Right.
You want to talk run game. We played y'all as recently as last season and ran all over you with Ryan Matthews.
But this was not the regular season game.
Jay Ajayi is way more powerful. He is a powerhouse that's plowing through some of the best defenses in the league.
Right.
So if y'all can't handle Ryan Matthews, we've upgraded since then. So you should be scared and not discounting that. Just say.
But when Miami played us with whatever his double J name is, whatever Jay Adai, JJ, whatever, when he played us in Atlanta, we weren't the same defense. Now, like I said, I'm not saying Atlanta is gonna go in there and steamroll Philly. I'm not saying Atlanta's gonna beat Philly. I believe we got a great chance, but don't rest on the laurels of what happened when a guy was on another team. And don't rest on the laurels of what happened last year in the regular season game. We are playing good. We've already got one game under our belt against the number one defense or offense, whatever the hell, in the league. You guys have rested a week. Okay?
Exactly. Rested.
You guys are your quarterback. And trust me, I know. I mean, I'm not up in Philly. I would love to be there. But you guys are scared. I'm worried because of the history. I'm worried about your defense, but I'm not scared of your team. You guys are scared of us. I know you.
Are the Eagles fans, are the Eagles scared of the Atlanta Falcons, Delia?
Yes.
I would not say scared. I would say it's a pretty even matchup, okay? And in the playoffs, anything is possible. But
what even?
But this Eagles team, you pointed out, we've had that extra week to rest, to game plan, to prepare, and that can do wonders. And another kind of thing that people aren't accounting for, with Nick Foles suddenly being kind of thrown into this situation, he's been here before and succeeded. And what having a new quarterback come in, late in the season, and all of a sudden a team and league that's been planning against, this other guy has to switch up to a new quarterback that they're not as familiar with, there's going to be some things that are missed and some surprises that will be had, especially when it comes to Nick Foles. Now, he's a guy that can throw, 7 touchdowns in a game. And with this week, if he takes full advantage of preparation, just mentally, physically, and just film, hitting the books, like, he can come out and just light it up.
Okay,
well, wait, hold on, David. Let me get in here. So the last game we saw Philadelphia play, which seems like an eternity ago now, it was against the Raiders. It was against the Raiders, right? That Raiders game.
They played the Cowboys.
They played the Cowboys. That's right. I was thinking about that Raiders game.
They rested most of their players.
True.
That was just kind of a.
That's true. That was kind of it. But Nick Foles has not been too impressive in his last couple of games here. You guys dropped that game, and I know they rested guys, but so far there hasn't been a whole lot of spark, a whole lot of to be excited from looking at that offense over the last couple of weeks, minus the bye week. So you guys have some better offense to be had here, because if they look anything like they did the last couple of weeks, I mean, we're talking 3 weeks of rust here where they haven't really played a solid offensive game. So do you think they'll just be able to come in and wake up and come in strong and not look like the team they did the previous couple of weeks prior to the bye week?
I wouldn't say it was 3 bad offensive games. I think the team has flip-flopped. I think when Nick Foles first came in, because we still had to win and earn that first-round bye, and Nick Foles was able to win that game and secure that for us. So that game that we ended up winning, I think it was his first game back, the offense did really well. Like, the offense won the game for us, and the defense kind of struggled. And then the game following, it was the reverse. The defense stepped it up, and the offense was the one that was really, screwing things over. So it's been the problem with Nick Foles has been consistency. And this team has been, we've seen 2 sides of it. And I'm just hoping, again, this is all speculation, right? That this extra time off, the extra rest will help them sync everything up so that they are all on the same page for this game. And I'm just looking at this game right now, because if they can handle business and prove to the world and secure this win, that's going to give them that extra boost of confidence and momentum going into the next round. So yeah.
All right. Okay. Well, so we've talked a lot here. We got some callers on the line who may have some questions here.
Can I say one thing, sir? Can I say one thing before you get the call?
Go ahead, David.
One thing. Okay, Delia, with all due respect, sweetheart, I don't think you realize the defense that's coming to Philadelphia, or actually that's probably already there. Number one. Number two, despite the Matt Ryan issues, Matt Ryan did not lose the Super Bowl. He dominated the Packers. And sorry, Norb, he dominated the Seattle Seahawks, and he dominated the Patriots. The defense, the play calling let us down in the Super Bowl, and the defense got tired. So in no way did Matt Ryan choke under pressure. How are you going to compare both? And this can be talked about later if you want, but how can you compare a quarterback who wasn't even expected to start on the team against a guy who's definitely pretty much an elite quarterback, definitely on his game, that all the weapons. Again, I'm not predicting a win, but I love my chances with Matt Ryan over Foles. I'm just saying.
Okay, well, I just got to correct you on one point. You said you dominated us, and I don't know if you're talking about when we played you in the divisional playoffs last year, which was a long time ago.
I'm talking about the playoffs.
Okay,
yes,
but let's talk about more recent history. Okay, you guys did come to CenturyLink Field and narrowly beat us by a crappy missed field goal by our kicker and a bad choice to.
Ref last year? What about that?
I said, hey, you keep going back to ancient history. Let's talk about current events, man. Current events. You won by a field goal, and we should have beaten you. But you did get the win, a field goal difference, though. And so my point is, you guys on the road are a different team than the team that plays in your comfy dome there in Atlanta. So
all I'm saying is if I had to put my money on Nick Foles or Matt Ryan, it would definitely be Matt Ryan. If I had to put money on the defense, I would give a slight edge to the Eagles. But I'm just saying, Delia, and I know you agree with me. I know you're happy to hear that. Don't underestimate our team coming in, because we can beat you.
I'm not underestimating, but I'm letting people know that there are things that can play into our favor, and I'm going to point them out. It's not 100% sure. It's all speculation, but it can always go either way.
Right. All right, Norb, you're good, man.
All right. So let's see if we can go to a couple calls, see if anybody has any questions for you guys here. So let's take it to somebody who lives in the vicinity of where the Super Bowl will be held, where I know both of you teams are hoping to end up. Let's take it to Brandon over in Minnesota. Brandon, are you with us?
Yeah.
All right. Can you guys hear him? Philadehlia and David, can you hear Brandon?
Speak up.
I barely hear him.
Speak up a little bit.
Loud. Tell him to shout really loud.
All right,
Brandon, shout loud like you mean it.
Brandon, what's on your mind?
Hey. Well, I just wanted to tell you, I think who I was going to win the Atlanta
I guess
in
it's
the
supposed to be mine.
Eagles game.
Hold on a second. Okay, repeat your question again.
I just wanted to tell you who I think was going to win the Eagles and the Falcons game.
Yeah. So who are you picking?
I think the Eagles will get it done.
You think the Eagles are going to win?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, sorry,
Brandon,
guys.
I don't like you already, sir.
Shout out to Minnesota.
Why do you say that? Why do you give the edge to? Why do you give the edge that way? Home field?
Because the Eagles can actually run the ball,
Oh, that has
and
a
they
lot.
can actually pass.
Yeah, go ahead.
No.
Field. It makes a huge difference.
Yeah, well, we have no problem beating Seattle either in Seattle.
I wouldn't say no problem, but I'm not going to dispute when there's a victory. Credit goes where credit's due, but let's not get carried away here.
Hey, let me give a shout out to Copa Lele. He's in your chat. He's a Seattle Seahawks fan, very loyal Atlanta fan, and I'm a very loyal Seattle fan, and he picks Atlanta to win. Good job, sir.
All right, well, I was having some connection issues with Brandon, so let's go to DJ in Cali, near Delia's neck of the woods. Let's hear what DJ's got to say. DJ, are you on?
Yes, Norm, what's up?
What's up? Can you guys hear him okay?
I can barely hear him.
Barely.
I don't know why we got. I'm happy you guys couldn't even hear anything. So
unless he picks Atlanta, whatever. You just tell us.
All right, I'm gonna mute my guest mic so we can hear DJ as clear as possible. So DJ, go ahead. What's on your mind, bro?
So, I was really pissed off that they moved the Seahawks-Raiders game that was going to be in Oakland to London. I was so excited to go to that game next year because I'm from around the Bay Area, so that makes me pissed off.
Well, yeah, that's right. DJ from the Bay Area. Yes, the Seahawks. If you guys didn't know, the Seattle Seahawks will be making their first ever London appearance, playing the Oakland Raiders in October. Which I'm going to try to make that game if possible. But yeah, I know a lot of UK fans are happy about that. But I know for you, that's too bad because that would have been Seattle's last chance to probably play in Oakland one final time before they move over to Las Vegas.
At least I can go to the San Francisco game, but I'm still pretty pissed off because I'm only going to be able to go to one game instead of two games next year.
Well, do you got any questions or thoughts on this Eagles-Falcons matchup for either Delia or David?
I think the Eagles will win because I trust Nick Foles now that he's got more time, and I think that I'm more excited about the Titans-Patriots game, but if it's a fraud, I'm not going to watch because I want the Titans to win so bad. The Titans are like my third favorite team.
Oh, okay. Well, it'll take some miracle and a half for the Titans to make a game out of it with the Patriots, I think. But that's so we got two callers so far. 2 callers, 2 votes for the Eagles. David, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
So far, the audience out there, the neutral audience out there, not picking your dirty birds, man.
Well, I can tell you why they're picking Philadelphia. Can you hear me? Because they're all attracted to Delia's hairdo.
Well, got to bring that energy. My outfits do help the Eagles,
Yeah, whatever. Well,
it does help.
You're going to need a lot of hair, whatever that is. Hey, look, just like I said, I'm not, saying again that Atlanta's going to come into Philly and roll over. I'm not saying Philly's going to roll over us, but, the Eagles were #1 seed for a reason. I mean, they have a great defense when Carson Wentz. I mean, he was on my fantasy team and got me 72 points one week. And I hate injury. I'm being honest. I feel for Philadelphia Eagles fans, but, you know, and come tomorrow, I could be on the disappointing end of it. And Delia, I'll come out and give you a shout and do a video to you and whatever, contact you, whatever, and congratulate you and wish you the best the rest of the way. But I want to fix the wrong from last year. And it was a very wrong that you continue to let me know, and Norb, you continue to let me know in this whole damn world. So Atlanta can beat Philadelphia, trust me, and we'll see what happens on Saturday. But you guys need to start getting with it. I need some Atlanta fans in here, man.
Nah, I'm good. They're keeping it real. They're keeping it real. I like these colors so far.
They picked the Eagles twice in Atlanta 0.
Exactly.
What is up?
All right, well, let's go to another caller. Let's go to the Tri-Cities here. Dion in the Tri-Cities here in Washington. Dion, can you hear me? You're live with NorbCam, Delia, and David. What's up, man?
Atlanta fan.
Hey, this is Seahawks Briseño. What up?
Delia, we need to do sign language, honey. We need to learn mine.
Hey, can you hear Delia and David okay on your line?
Yes, I can.
Okay, all right. Okay, well, go ahead. Do you have a question or comment? They're listening in. So what are your thoughts on all this?
What's up, Philadelphia? What's up, David? Lita. First of all, I just want to say, good luck to both of your teams. But, man, everybody is forgetting about the Minnesota Vikings and how dangerous they are. They're the most underrated team in the playoffs, and they're the most dangerous.
No one to cover it and a receiver.
The most dangerous. So my thing is, I think the Falcons might have an edge on the Eagles just because I see Matt Ryan doing his thing. It kind of reminds me of what how the Green Bay Packers snuck in.
Oh.
But just because of what they did to the Falcons, the Rams.
Oh, I'm losing you there, bro. Sorry, we lost you there. Did you guys hear what he said?
Not a damn thing.
Yeah, you couldn't hear any of that? Really? Man,
Nothing.
That's too bad. Well, I guess I'll have to just relay it like telephone style. But Dion over in the Tri-Cities, he basically was picking. He got one vote, man. He was saying he thought the Falcons would win this game.
So why did he say Atlanta was going to win? What was his point?
He started to break up there, so I didn't get to hear the gist of the rationale behind it.
That matters. Who cares? He picks Atlanta to win. But Delia, just so you know, even though I'm taking Jazz Zap, you know I got much respect for you, hon. You know that.
Yeah. Hey, man. You know how I feel too. Same way.
Come on, can we get some Atlanta callers in the house? Who are?
All right, next caller. I'm gonna have to. My dad called me 3 times in a row, so while they're saying their question, I'm gonna have to call him back. Yeah, okay. So hold down the. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'll go with David for a while. Delia, you're excused. We'll see you in a minute when you come back. All right, David. So it's just you and me, bro. All right. Let me see about. Let me get somebody on the line here. Let's talk to somebody from the 503. What's up? Who's this? And where you come from?
Hello.
Yeah, what's up?
Hello, I'm Cameron and I'm from Portland.
I can't hear them.
Yep, I'm doing my best, man. Yeah, what's up?
My name's Cameron. I'm from Portland.
All right, and what's your thoughts on all this?
Well, I have to say, when I looked, both teams are pretty good. But if I was gonna make a choice, I'd have to go with the Falcons on this one.
Oh, another Falcons fan. All right, and give me your reasons why.
Well, actually, I'm not a Falcons fan. I'm a Seahawks fan. But
I should say Falcons fan, but that you're actually picking the Falcons in this game. I don't know. I want a reason why you're doing so.
Well, I'd have to. My name's Cameron. The reason I have to pick the Falcons is as I have seen both games. And while I have looked at both of the win-losses for them, I have to give this one to the Falcons because the way I've seen Matt Ryan play, the way I've seen their defense play, the Eagles, while they do have a good defense, I would say that the Falcons, I'd say, would definitely do this a lot better.
Yeah. All right. Well, David would be happy to hear that. So, and I see Delia's back. Thanks for the call, man. I appreciate it.
No problem, Norb.
All right, you take care. Go Hawks.
My name's Cam.
All right, let me bring Delia back. Hold on, get you guys back live here again. Where's our video? Okay, all right, Delia's back. Delia's back from her phone call. How's your dad doing, Delia? Everything cool?
Good. They're on the road back from Roswell, New Mexico. So I just wanted to make sure everything was good. They weren't calling for some like emergency or something.
Okay, all right. And your daughter's doing all right, hanging in there?
Yeah, I just checked on her. Elmo's keeping her entertained.
All right, that's important. That's important. All right, that's good.
Wait. Elmo, the Sesame Street character?
Yes.
Hello, my name is Elmo.
Hi, my name's Elmo, and we're going to kick the Falcons' butt. Woohoo!
Oh, yeah, you need to stop hating. Hey, Norv, who was that who called in so I can shout him out? Who was that? And what did they say?
Well, he was choosing, he was going for the Falcons on that one.
But who was it?
Shoot, I missed it, man. And all the crazy.
Hey, whoever.
So the score is even now, huh?
Hey,
2-2.
Whoever called and said the Falcons were going to win, that's a very, very, very bold pick, and I do appreciate it. But let me go ahead and say, Delia, look, when it comes to the playoff games, you all know it's one and done. You know, the fans are going to be pumped, they're loyal, we're going to be confident, we're going to be nervous for reasons, confident for reasons. I have every reason in the world to be nervous about a few things in this. The history of Atlanta sports, and you don't need to say anything, we already know it. The fact that we are, playing the top seed in the NFC, and I trust me, I know because I saw the video. We are 0-2 in Philadelphia in the playoffs, but that was under the Michael Vick era. Okay, Matt Ryan is coming home. If there's granted the weather is what it's going to be, but both teams are going to play in it, But when it comes down to a one and done game, one goes home, one moves on. Each loyal fan is going to rep optimistically, but also confident, but deep down, as confident as I am, I know we could lose. And as confident as you want to come across, you could lose too. It's just going to be who makes the most plays, who comes out aggressive, the play calling that's going to be, the momentum swings, the field position. It's who wants it more. Mm-hmm. And we're going to find that out in less than 24 hours. And, I don't want my season to end. I know you don't want your season to end. And it is what it is. I want to rectify the choke. You guys want to win your first Super Bowl and justify your number one seed and Carson Wentz being injured and you guys thinking you guys can still make it happen, but it's going to happen on the field for 4 quarters, honey. And it's going to be a drag out. It's going to be a drag out for sure.
Well, and think about the audience that's going to be there. You're going to have a bunch of crazy Eagles fans who have had a crazy season. They've seen some amazing football, and they are not ready for it to end here. So that's going to definitely play a factor in, and it's going to, I hope our fan base can be loud, crazy to the point that it's going to disrupt Matt Ryan's groove. Okay, it's going to affect, maybe get some of those false starts and whatnots and miscommunications. So that's another key piece that's making it, the Eagles playing in their favor.
Well, I don't know if you've watched many Falcon games because I picked the Eagles throughout the year, but just so you know, while you're watching the game, if the Falcons score first, you're in trouble because the Falcons, when we scored 20 points or more, we're undefeated. When we score the ball first, because Atlanta's going to move. I'm telling you, Atlanta's going to move the ball. Now, do I feel Atlanta can go 80, 90 yards against the Philly defense? No. It's probably going to have to be kind of like 3 and outs, block punts, field, whatever, something to give us a short field position like we kind of did against the Rams, per se, because your defense is really good. Your defense is good. But Atlanta establishes the run early and does a lot of screens to Sanu, a lot of posts to Hooper. Julio's expected to get a big workload. Trust me when I tell you, you don't want to fall behind this team. I mean, if you're behind this team early, you're gonna have a lot to deal with. If we fall behind early, I don't know, but I like experience over your quarterback, and that's just all I'm going on right now. So, and I want to give a shout out to David Peterson. Said, "Hey guys, can you shout me out, please?" So, Delia, if you want to shout out David Peterson, here's my shout.
What up, David?
I had to. There's a pretty funny chat in there from this guy. Must be a Panthers fan. He said, "Panthers God FSU 23. I feel like David just gave the Falcons a farewell speech. LOL."
He has been on me for years. He's been one of those guys who's been on my page. So respectful but trash.
Well,
hey, but all I can say is Carolina Panthers. How you doing right about now? Is that couch kind of comfy?
Well, the Carolina Panthers, I got to think, I do not like Cam Newton. It's no secret. And those guys doubly pissed me off because of them, they didn't get the job done to give us a chance at least make it into the playoffs at the end of the year. So no thanks to you guys, Carolina, for not even when I had to root for you guys, you couldn't get it done. So now I'm done rooting for you ever. So no help from you guys. No fun. Play with you, no fun.
No love for you.
Oh, man.
Oh, man. I had something good I was going to say and I completely forgot. But let's go to, I know what it is. There was a call, I think. Where did they go?
Thank you. I appreciate it, sir.
Well, while you're waiting for that call, I think David said they were undefeated after or being up by 20 points or more.
No,
but if you correct me,
20 points or more.
If they score 20 points or more, okay.
You're done. You're done. If we score 20 points or more, you're done.
I was just looking at the, last year's Super Bowl numbers, and you guys had 21 points. By that second, by the half, and how did that work out for you? So I wouldn't say undefeated, okay? That's a stretch.
I support you. I love you to death from your time in 09 when we first started. But that's last year. All I got to say is this, and correct me if I'm wrong. When was the last time the Eagles made the Super Bowl? And when was the last time the Philadelphia Eagles were even relevant until right now? All my time on YouTube, 9 years, this is probably the first. And my team has been relevant 2009, 2010, 2011, 2012, 2016, 2017, and the Eagles, 2000 and right now.
You sound like a Cowboys fan, giving all these history lessons, but all that matters is what your team does now, and I'm just saying.
Right now,
or what they've done lately.
But wait, hold a second, honey. You referred to the Super Bowl last year. What do those 20 points have to do with right now?
All right. I'm just saying. They can have a big lead and blow it.
Nice hairdo. I like the.
Okay. All right. So let me see if let's go to another caller here, and let's just see if we can get. I'd love for you guys to be able to hear this. So let's get on. So let's get. We're gonna go to Nita from Spokane. Nita, you are on. Can we hear you? Are you there?
What's up, Norb?
Hey, what's up? Hey, Delia and David, can you hear her?
Nope.
Not at all?
Nope.
Can't hear me at all?
Okay, go ahead and talk.
Delia,
really?
Delia, is that coffee or is that latte?
I think we have a weird connection thing going on, but but I will try to relay the information. But Nita, go ahead. Okay. What you got on your mind?
Delia is drinking coffee.
So I feel your pain about rooting for Cam and then him going ahead. And did you see him stomping his feet at the ref?
Oh, yeah. Like a little pouty, Cam Newton. Come on, that wasn't intentional grounding.
Oh, I felt your pain so bad that day. I was so mad.
Oh, yeah. But, it's but we're done. I'm done lamenting about what happened at the end of the year. We didn't earn our own playoff right. We shouldn't have to rely on other teams to do it. So we didn't deserve it this year. So we'll hit it to it next year and hopefully give the Rams a run for their money, because it's going to be a challenging NFC West next year. That's for sure.
Hey, so, Norb, you have a Costco membership, right?
Yes, I do. What's up?
David's talking over me.
Well, I think because he can't hear you. David. Hey, David.
If the Eagles happen to beat the Falcons, Philadelphia smack them around, okay?
They're having their own little
the Energizer Bunny, man.
They're having their own little conversation over there.
This is like the old-fashioned party line.
It is, except they can't even hear what you're saying. It's great technology going on here. But anyway, I want to hear what's your pick, Nita, for this Eagles versus Falcons game? Are you going to be watching, and who are you expecting to win this game?
The Eagles are going to smash the Dirty Birds.
The Eagles are going to smash the Dirty Birds. Why is that?
Eagles going to smash the Dirty Birds just because they can, just because luck and, David needs to root for another team, really.
Anita says, David, you need to root for another team because it's not going to happen for you this weekend.
He knows me. I need to figure out how to change my, I need to.
So is that the same Anita in chat? Is that why she says Philly's going to win because I need to root for another team?
Yeah. Yep. That's what she says.
You need to root for another team, not the Dirty Birds.
Well, unfortunately, David's pretty hardcore Atlanta, so I don't think there's going to be switching anytime soon. But David's going to have to sit through one choke after another. Apparently, it's just part of the Atlanta culture. So until they can break that trend.
No, you did. Hey, Norb, let me ask you one question. Where's Seattle right now?
Where's Seattle? Where we've been up here in the Pacific Northwest, a beautiful city.
Okay. I just want to clarify: you don't have any games coming on Saturday or Sunday. Talk about us choking. Alrighty then.
Hey, don't try to redirect me. Don't try to redirect me.
You see how he's trying to flip it?
Yeah, I know.
He's trying to flip it away from. He's trying to flip the heat.
Yeah.
He's trying to flip the heat off of him.
If you can't win the argument, try to redirect it. I see how it works. All right, Nita. Thanks for the call, Nita. I will talk to you a little bit later. I'm going to try to go back to this conversation, this crazy party line. Thanks for calling.
Hey,
hang on there. Yeah.
Norb, before you go.
Before I go, what's up?
You need to go to Costco and buy David that big value pack box of Kleenex because he's going to need it when his Dirty Birds lose.
I will tell him that. That's pretty good. I will do that. So
okay.
Fine. Thanks, Nita. That's good.
Go Eagles! Go Hawks!
Hawks. So Nita from Spokane says, I need to go to Costco and David buy you one of those value packs of Kleenexes because you're going to need it with all the tears you're going to be crying on this weekend. I'm just relaying the message.
Wait, did somebody say that about me or say that about Delia?
About you. Nita is saying that the Eagles are going to beat the Falcons.
Yeah.
Convincingly this weekend.
Well, I saw Juanita's comments in the chat. Much respect, honey. Make sure you sub us up, and we still see what happens. But look, hey, Mad Have Regis wants us, me, you, and Delia, to predict the score. I can't even predict the score because I don't know what's going to happen. It would be like me trying to say that Delia's hairpiece is going to fall off. I don't know. I don't know.
Oh man, it's going to be this is going to be a very interesting game for sure. But I mean, it's going to be close. I would have made this more like a 1 point difference. Basically a pick'em game. It's really going to come down to, like I said, I think who runs the ball better, which defense makes the stops, and which team ultimately makes the more mistakes. Because I think turnovers, the one turnover, just like I remember the Eagles when you guys lost to us here in Seattle. That turnover, the turning point of the game when Carson Wentz at the 1 yard line fumbled that ball and gave it back to Seattle, which led to a score that really changed the game, flipped the game entirely.
Well, all I can say is, Delia, if there's going to be a turning point from the game as far as our defense, you may want to. I believe it's probably going to be some people you may not know. The offense, we know what the offense can do, but Adrian Claiborne, Vic Beasley, Ricardo Allen, Desmond Trufant had a great game last week. I don't know exactly how they're setting up for the Eagles, but I don't know. Something just tells me that we're going to make some plays. I don't know. I mean, I'll be quite honest. I'm so sick of the media all week. I'm sick of talk. I mean, I don't mind. I love this chat, but as far as everything else, I wish the game was right now. It's one of those, Delia, you could probably agree, where you're where you're ready to get this thing going and see what happens, right? It's like, damn,
oh yeah,
can we kick it off already?
Yeah, I'm ready just for this game to be done with. I want to see my team in action, and I want those end results. And the waiting is always the toughest part. The waiting, you have to speculate, you have to...
Leading up to it. But let me ask you this. How are you going to feel? How are you going to... Because I know how I'm going to feel. Atlanta loses, I'm going to be pissed. But I'll be respectful and classy. Philadelphia loses to Atlanta. How are you going to reflect the season moving forward? Are you going to use Nick Foles or Carson Wentz not being there, whatever? Me, Atlanta loses, I'm going to look at it as a lost season because I couldn't possibly accept what happened after what happened in the Super Bowl. All I want is championships. And it's funny, both of our cities have not won the Super Bowl, and we hear it all the time. And, you know, it's like, I mean, I wish Atlanta would win for myself and for loyal fans. And from my time on YouTube, I wish Philadelphia would win for you, you know, and everything because you're so loyal towards your team and stuff like that. But can we just get that feeling one time? Can we feel what it's like to hold that Lombardi and just say we're world champions? I'm like,
I can tell you what it feels like. I can tell you what it feels like. It feels really good. Feels really good. I'm just saying. It was fun to emerge from the no championship club back in Super Bowl 48 in dominating fashion over the Broncos. But yes, it would be nice for someone new to join the club this year. You know, the last thing I want to see is the Patriots get one more. I mean, who wants to see that boring rerun of a show, right?
Yeah.
Well, I'll be quite honest. I would love a rematch, but I saw one of your videos the other day, and you reflected, Norb, on what happened last year, and it's true. And when you and I talked on the phone the day of the Super Bowl loss, I still haven't gotten over it. You never forget. I mean, Delia, the Eagles have been to the Super Bowl how many times? What, once? What was it? How long ago was it? And I'm not taking a shot at you, I promise. I see
what year, was it 2004, the last one?
Yeah, against the who was it? The Patriots?
Yeah, where we got cheated.
Yeah, but you never forget. The Falcons have been in 2 Super Bowls, and this by far was the worst. I still have not gotten over it. You know, it's one of those things where I'll never get over it as a sports fan.
Yeah, that one's tough.
I was talking about this today because David, you will never get over it. I will never get over it. We'll never stop hearing about it. Yours just happens to be worse than mine because it was 28-3 and all that. But, you know, it'll never be... I don't know which is worse because we were this far. Actually, the screen is so small, I can't even show the distance of how far it was that we were this close to getting 2. And the opportunity to get 2 is so rare in this league. And who knows when that shot's going to come again. You guys had it in your hands, and you're just like one play, one first down, one field goal, one away from winning that game. So I don't know which is worse, because ours is clearly defined by one moment. Yours were defined by a multitude of several things falling apart, but it doesn't take the sting away. And I was thinking, you know, I don't know which is...
I agree.
I don't know which is worse. I don't know. Here's the thing. We got 3 teams right here. One that has 1 Super Bowl and should have had 2. There's a guy here who should have had 1 and's got 0. And we've got a team who's got 0 and really hasn't been that close to it and now is in the number 1 seed, looking like the team that before Carson Wentz got hurt should have been the favorite going into the Super Bowl. But which is worse, never having won one, Delia, or would you rather be in the position of us to have won one and could have won the other, or having won none and almost had it in our grasp and lost it? Which is a worse feeling?
Oh, what's worse? I was like, I would obviously want the Super Bowl, and then I would be set for life. I don't care what the team does. You know, as long as we have that freaking Super Bowl, like my life is made.
No, forever. I mean, would you be?
But
would you rather?
Worse, David, the Falcons. Because what's so bad about their situation is, one, it's fresh. It's fresh. The wound is still healing, and they had it. Like it was. They practically won. It was like, if you're a fan watching that game, you're already experiencing what it's like to have a Super Bowl. Like you're just like, this is it. It happened.
Yes, right.
It gets yanked out right under you. So it's like you have it, and then somebody just like takes it away from you. So I would say that would be the worst situation.
Delia, to be honest, I concur 100% because when it was like 7-0, I was like, okay. When it was 14-0, I was like, oh shit. Pardon my French, guys. When it was like 21-0, I was actually, even though my text was blowing up saying, hey, you're going to win the Super Bowl, whatever, I knew there was a second half to play. When it was 28-3 in the third quarter, I didn't say to my friends, we're going to be champions, but I had that feeling like finally, this is what went through my head. I'll be honest. 37 years, all the bad teams, all the ribs that I took, all the shots that I took, all the sleepless nights, all the trips that I made, all the games that I went to, all the defending of my teams, Braves, Hawks, Falcons, all the monikers of Loserville. And then we were this close. I was like 28-3. I'm not confident, but I'm starting to feel the mojo. I was already thinking about what I was going to do on video. I was thinking about how I was going to react. And then when we blew it, I'll be honest, when it was late in the game, I saw it coming, and I couldn't stop it. And it was a horrible feeling. It was like somebody just took everything that I had on my hopes and just crushed them. And that's how I felt now. But, I'm glad we got an opportunity. I'm glad the Falcons proved the NFL wrong and a lot of the haters that we were able to get back to the playoffs. So the Super Bowl hangover, you can stop it. I'm glad to see the Philadelphia Eagles, to be quite honest. I know the Eagles have had a rich history as far as, the quarterback Jaworski and Mike Quick. They've had some really good guys on their team throughout the years and stuff like that. And I'm happy for loyal Eagles fans, because if anybody can sympathize with me, it's Philadelphia. You guys are in a tough division, the NFC East for years, repping it and never have won anything. Had an opportunity. We've been reps. 2 opportunities, haven't won it. If it's not my team, Delia, I'm telling everybody right now, I hope it's yours. And I'd like to think if it's not your team, I'd like to think that you would hope it's mine. But right now, we just got a game against each other, friend to friends, and I want to end your season. So that's
and I want to end yours.
Yeah, I know.
But no, I agree. Like when it comes to if my team's out of it, I always want the team that hasn't been there to get it. And I definitely don't want the team that we've seen a billion times and has a billion Super Bowls to get it again. It's too redundant. So
yeah, but the thing about that is that I don't hate the Patriots. I mean, I know it sounds weird. I don't hate the Patriots because it's not their fault. You can call it cheating, whatever. It always happens. You just don't get caught. But if you're built to win and you make plays in the clutch, then what can we hate? If all of us in the league, the teams, hate the Patriots, there's one simple solution: beat them.
Well, I mean, as an Eagles fan, I have a very personal kind of frustration with this Patriots team. Not only because we lost to them back in 2004 or whatever it was. It was a very close game. I think it was only a 3-point difference. We were that close to beating them and winning our first Super Bowl. And then what happens that following season? The story breaks about all their Spygate and cheating. And so what does that tell you? They had that slight competitive advantage over us in that Super Bowl that would have made the difference. So to me, they stole our Super Bowl, and I will forever be bitter at that. And that's why it's even harder for them to continue winning Super Bowls.
Right. This is kind of a form of therapy because we all have something in common. We all got screwed by the Patriots.
Exactly.
It's almost fate has brought us together.
I hate to say this, sir, but the Patriots didn't screw Seattle.
No.
Play call screw Seattle.
No, I'm just more saying we felt like we got screwed. They didn't. We did it to ourselves, really, but at the hands of them.
What would you say about our situation, though, David?
Yeah, I mean, look, it sucks. It sucks to see the same team winning, but like I said, if you're upset with it, then you just beat them. And that right there is what makes it even harder about last year's, because I don't think any team, with all due respect to the Eagles or the Seahawks, has dominated the Patriots the way we did for three quarters. And to have it fall apart like that was just one of the most crushing sports blows I've ever had to experience. The highest of highs to the lowest of lows and stuff. But, that's in the past. Delia reminds me, obviously, and that is still existent. But Philadelphia coming up on Saturday, it's going to be a tough one. What I want to know, Delia, is what do you think the keys are to you guys winning? Me personally, pretty quite simple. Matt Ryan and our offense and our defense, because our defense is a lot better than what it was last year. A lot of you guys in Philadelphia do not care to mention the fact that, do you know who we have on offense? Besides Julio and Matt Ryan, Devontae Freeman, do you really, really know? If not, Devin Coleman, Austin Hooper, Levontiolo, Teron Ward, that's just to name a few, Justin Gabriel, Andre Roberts. You have a lot to deal with. Now, does that mean we're going to win the ball game? Absolutely not. I'm nervous out of my mind. But I'm glad we got this opportunity, and I'm glad that the opponent that it is your team. So we'll see what happens.
All right, so I just wanted to say to the callers out there, because we have the systems not working too well, I'm not taking calls at the moment because otherwise they can't really hear what you're saying. It's kind of a weird kind of jumbled thing. I would urge everybody, I might take calls at the end once we kind of wrap up with both of the guests. But for now, put your questions in the chat and we'll try to answer them there. Are you guys both watching the chat? Do you guys have access to it?
Yeah, I can see the chat. That's a good idea.
Because I saw somebody asking. Someone asked.
The timer is starting to dwindle down.
Okay. All right. Well, if you have to go, 15 minutes. Okay, so I know you got to go pretty soon. So let's get two things out of the way before we wrap it up. I guess my first thing is I want to hear your guys' predictions for the game. Give me a score prediction, and I'll give you mine after you do yours. So ladies first. Let's go to Delia. Let's hear what you have to say. Who's going to win this game? I'm not going to ask you who's going to win. What's the score prediction by you in this one?
Okay, this is a tough one to call, but I would say it's going to be really close, maybe down to a field goal type situation, which I don't want it to be. Like, I really don't want to have to watch our kicker or, have it come down to that. But I could see a 21, maybe 21-24 type situation.
24-21. Okay. David?
Well, I mean, like I said, I'm not trying to come across to be negative Nancy, but with my team's experience in the playoffs, I can't predict the score. I'm being real. I'm not going to come on here and say I expect the Falcons to win because half of me does, but half of me doesn't. I would be a hypocrite to come on here and say I expect Atlanta to win. I can't say that with a straight face. I can't, and my team has proven to me why I can't say that. All I can say is that if it comes down to a field goal, I love our chances with Matt Bryan. He's ageless. He continues to kick field goals. If we can perform on defense the way that we have been, we're like top 10. Matt Ryan comes out. I know people always like to say if. It's going to be the team that executes the most, man. Delia and Norb. The best team's going to win on Saturday. Could be Philly. Could be Atlanta. I'm extremely confident that my team can win. But I would be a hypocrite to come on and predict the score. So I'm just going to say I love my chances. Good luck for Philadelphia. We'll see what happens.
All right, so I guess that comes down to me. So, it's funny because, Dale, you said 24-21, and that was exactly the same number that I had in my mind.
Oh, hey, great minds think alike.
24-21, but I got the other birds on top.
Oh.
but let me give you this. Let me give you this though as a concession. I predicted the Seahawks would go 14-2, win the division, and go to the Super Bowl. So that was completely off. So my prediction skills suck. So I don't know what I'm talking about. So that really doesn't mean anything. So my predictions are completely useless. But it's going to be close. I do think a field goal may be what decides it, whether it's a kick at the last minute of the game, last seconds of the game, or that just happens to be the differential. But I think it's going to be something close like that.
I'll be quite honest. I am with Philadelphia on this. As much heartache as our teams give us, I would rather the game be decided early so you can have time to kind of sink things in. Because if it's one of those late fourth quarter, 3-point games, 6-point game, Delia, you can understand you will be shitting bricks. I'm sorry, but I know it'll be like one of those games where it'll be like your sweat's coming down. You can't sit down. You're going to be pacing. You're going to be thinking about, oh, my God, if we lose this, should I turn the TV off? Should I turn the radio off? Should I go outside, right? it's like nobody talked to me. At some point, as a fan, it kind of gets, you know. So I don't know. I agree with you on that one. I don't want to see a close game because I don't think my heart could take it. So.
I like the score prediction over here. Who is this? Falcons fan, 99-0. I gotta say though, this Falcons fan, I don't know if you know him, David, but he has been trash talking you like crazy, and the only reason it's not showing up in the chat is because I got filters on, censoring all the language. So I assume it must be a good friend of yours.
I saw him. He's a Falcons fan. You want attention, sir? Well, Sleeto Sports Live, the man known David, is going to give you some attention, sir. Do you do videos? How long have you been rooting for my team? And you can go bleepity bleep, a bleep, a bleep.
Well, I'll let you guys have your own dirty bird fun on the side, but that's your own deal there. But let me ask you a question. One other question I'm curious about after this. So let's just kind of, because players shouldn't look beyond the game in front of them, but we can as fans, right? So let's say you guys, I'll ask Delia first because you might have to leave first. Let's say you guys win. Who would you want to face in the next round if you had a choice?
I mean, the team that I want to face the least is Minnesota. So, you know, if I had to pick, it'd be not them.
So you would rather, if you make it on, you're hoping that you'll be facing the Saints. Clearly, yeah. You'd be facing the Saints. Well, you'd be facing anybody at home, but you'd be facing. You'd want to face the Saints at home.
Yeah.
Right, because if you do win and then the Vikings win, they're going to come to your house, right? Because you're number one, right? You're hosting no matter what.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
At least you don't have to worry about the home field advantage issue. But
yeah,
that's interesting. So David, let me go back to you on that question. So let's say you pull it off. You're the home. You're the away team, so you got to go to whoever's house is going to be. So, you know, who would you rather face if you win this game?
That's obviously the Saints, but because of the rivalry that we have, I think that would be big here in Atlanta, New Orleans. But I'll be quite honest. I don't look forward. I don't try not to look forward to what could be. But if I had to, I wouldn't care because I'm confident in my team, and I know what Atlanta's capable of doing. I know Atlanta's got one of the strongest offenses in the league. I know Atlanta's got one of the up-and-coming defenses in the league. We held the Vikings to 14 points. We split with the Saints and probably should have beat them up in New Orleans. So if we're fortunate, Delia, to beat the Philadelphia Eagles, which will be exciting for me, I will feel bad for you. I don't care who we play because I know what Atlanta's capable of doing. And I know we can get this job done. We got the talent to do it. You know, just right now I'm just focused on Philadelphia tomorrow. And because the way I see it, if we don't beat Philadelphia, there's no need to worry about next week. Well,
if we make no other points here, obviously it's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting. We'll see if those scenarios play out. If things go your guys' way this Saturday, I just have to say this one thing because I've been spewing a lot of hate towards, well, not hate, but kind of, you know, throwing some open wounds at you, David. So I feel like I owe you something. So I just want to say thank you to Atlanta, particularly the Atlanta Falcons. For one, I'm actually glad that you guys did beat the Panthers, and that way you made that last game of the year where we would have lost on a stupid Blair Walsh field goal that would have cost us a playoff berth by a missed field goal, making that, because you won before that happened, we didn't have to suffer through the heartbreak that would have been watching our playoff hopes go up in smoke on a missed field goal. So because of that, you guys spared us that agony, so I do appreciate that. But more importantly, I just want to say thank you again we were suffering from the worst Super Bowl defeat in history, and I just appreciate the fact that you guys took that from us and alleviated some of that pain and suffering with your performance last year. And I just want to say thank you for doing that and making it just a little bit, better for us.
Have to go there?
I didn't say anything I didn't use the C word. I didn't say the C word. I was just expressing my gratitude because as a fan, I felt like I owed you that. So with my true appreciation for those two things.
Quite all right. I'm glad we could accommodate. And I'll be honest, beating the Rams was between the Panthers and the Rams. I mean, beating the Rams was a big accomplishment because Delia, your Eagles fan base is upset about, you guys being disrespected as the number 1 seed and not getting any, don't pay attention to the media, honey. Don't pay attention to them.
I don't.
Because how many people picked the Rams to beat us? And look what happened. We beat them pretty convincingly, but the only thing I can say is, like I said, if it does wind down, I know this show is probably going to wind down at some point. It's always good to talk to you. Again, I'm glad to see that that you're still active on your YouTube channel. Everybody, if you don't know her, Philadehlia. She's been with YouTube since 2009, I think, when I came on. I first saw her, and she's come a long way. She's got a family. Congratulations, honey. And if my team doesn't win it, I hope your team wins it. Got much respect for you. I see your videos all the time when you do your travels, and the passion that you show for your Philadelphia Eagles is equal to mine. And all we want, for our team is to win a title, and what's best for our team. So I wish you all the best moving forward. Good luck this Saturday. We'll see what happens. Much respect and much love always. So.
All right. Thank you for those kind words. And the feeling's always mutual. It's always fun to talk trash, but it's all, in good spirit. So again, may the best team win on Saturday, and just time to wait and see, and just cheer our team on.
Yeah. Well, what I'll do is, Delia, if the Eagles do win, I will do a personal video on my channel. So again, if you don't know what it is yet, DavidinAtlanta, I will personally, even win or lose, I will mention you, and especially if you guys win, I'll do it proper for you. I promise.
Okay.
Well, I hope you guys. Obviously, someone's going to win, someone's going to lose. But I hope you guys would be open to maybe doing another thing, maybe a little post game afterwards to have our little forum to discuss what happened and looking forward to what happens after that. What the fans' reactions?
Okay with it.
Are you guys?
If you're okay with it, I'll do it. Just make sure I have a couple more of these. If we
yeah, no, I should be good. Just let me know what day and time, and I'll make sure Elmo's ready.
I can let you know. My off day, I'm off Monday, so if that would be a good day, win or lose, let me know. Monday or Friday, but maybe Monday. Let me know.
Monday, I don't know. Monday's
better.
Yeah. Let's see. My daughter's got a all day volleyball tournament Monday. It's going to be a little crazy, but we'll talk about it. We'll get that all worked out.
We got time to figure that out. Let's just focus on tomorrow.
Because I don't know what you guys. If we do happen to lose, I'm gonna need to vent quick. Because trust me when I tell you, if you think I have a big mouth here on YouTube, okay, I hear it a lot off of YouTube, and I got people waiting. So it would be a rough week, and I need a way to vent. So,
well, David, the thing about it is you kind of bring it upon yourself, bro. So you got to kind of wear it, Yeah,
but you want to know something, and I'll be quite honest with you. I enjoy what I do. I enjoy repping my team, repping my Falcons. I enjoy the personality that I got. I enjoy the passion that I show. It shows in the hatred that comes my way. It shows in the positive stuff that comes my way. I wouldn't be talking to you, Philadehlia, if I wasn't who I am. So there's always some good things about it, man. You have to live and die with your actions, and I wouldn't change a thing. I wouldn't change a thing.
All right. Well, all I could say is thank you guys for taking the time to be on here. And it's going to be a lot of fun to watch that game tomorrow. And we'll see what happens. But may the best team win. And it'll be fun to talk about it afterwards to see who's left standing and to see how they're feeling if it doesn't go your way. But it's going to be interesting.
Well, Norbert, if Delia has to go, I can spend a few more minutes in here with you guys if you like.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Delia, much love, sweetheart. Congratulations on everything, and I wish you the best moving forward, okay?
All right. Thanks, guys. So, Norb, can I just close my thing here, and you guys will still be okay?
Yes, I believe we'll see. The whole universe may self-implode, but I think we'll be okay in some form. But real quick, then check out Philadehlia's channel at Philadehlia on Instagram, Twitter, and on YouTube, Philadehlia, and of course David, whose changes his YouTube channel like he's changing his underwear. But apparently this week he's David in Atlanta.
And trust me, guys. If you want a loyal sports fan, passionate, goes all out, I endorse you. Subscribe to her channel. She's really good at what she does. Passionate. And if the Eagles do win, if y'all win, I will do that EAGLES thingamajiggy, fly Eagles fly, whatever that is.
Hey, are you guys gonna live stream? Are you guys live streaming the game?
I'll be live streaming on I'll be at the Greyhound and live streaming from there during the game.
David, what about you?
I might check it out because I'm actually debating because I get out at 3 o'clock. I work early, so like last week against the Rams, I did a live stream. I might do that if I go out with my friends. I don't really know, but I'll hit you up, Delia, or get my number and text me, and I'll let you know. And Norb, you send me a message, and I'll let you know what's going on.
Okay. All right.
Sounds good.
All right, Delia, take care. Right. We'll talk to you soon. Good luck.
Later, and go Eagles, fly, Eagles, fly.
Yeah, Falcons, brotherhood, sisterhood.
All right. See you, Delia. Thanks for joining. All right. So, look at that. It kind of looks normal.
yeah, except your face and all. Can you still see and hear me, though?
Let me see. Yeah, you're still in there. It's kind of interesting. But, yeah, let me see. What if I'd switch this here? All right, that's David right there, and this is me, and this is... There we go, except it's the wrong person. Other than that, it's looking pretty good. All right, let me just do one little adjustment. There we go. We don't need to see who that is. All right. So David's going to stick around for a little bit longer, I guess. Yeah. Let me try. Let's see if let's see if we can go to the phones. We got a couple people who hung out a long time. I owe it to them to at least try to get them on the line. And David.
Yeah, sorry about the people that held on long. I appreciate it.
All right, David. Do you want to even try putting those headsets on just to see if they might give you a chance to be able to hear these guys on the time? I'll mute you for a second, and let me see if we can take a call. Let's try it out though.
Well, I want to give a shout out to Jessica Brown in the chat. She says, "Go Falcons! I can't believe I'm saying this. I'm bitter." It'll be okay, honey. It'll be all right. I promise.
It's always interesting to see what fellow Seahawk fans, what teams they root for once our team goes down. You know, it's kind of weird.
Can you hear me?
Oh, you're much better, man. We should have done this a long time ago, bro. You sound good.
Well, attribute that to $10 headsets from Walmart.
All right. Well, there you go. It's working. So let's see if we can go to the callers, and maybe you'll hear a little bit or sit on the headset. So, all right, let me go to what do we got here? Art from Santa Clara, California. Let's try this out. Art, are you with us? What's going on? You're on live with Norb and David.
You hear me?
I can hear you. David, can you hear?
Not at all.
Not even a blip?
Not a blip.
Go ahead, talk, Art. Go ahead.
Okay. I had a question for David. Ask him if he thinks he has a shot of beating.
At the chat.
Go ahead. Ask him what?
Ask him. Do you think he could? Do they give them for beat the Vikings or the Vikings?
Oh, man, you were breaking up there. Let me try one more time. Otherwise, I might have to switch over because the connection is bad. We'll try one more time.
How big of a chance is he giving the Falcons of beating the Vikings or the Saints?
Okay, all right. So, David, he wanted to know...
You hear me, though, right?
Yeah, we can hear you, and he can hear you. Okay. So he wanted to know, well, what chance do you give your Falcons of beating either the Vikings or the Saints?
Okay, and who am I talking to?
This is Art in Santa Clara, California.
Okay, Art in Santa Clara, California, the lost city in the state of California, probably. His question was, what chances do I give my Falcons to beat the Saints or the Vikings?
Either the Saints or the Vikings, yeah. I guess, how do you feel the matchup against either of those teams?
Well, just for the fact that we play the Saints twice a year, and I know the success that we do, we won like, 6 of 9 against the Saints. Obviously, we can beat New Orleans because we know them well. Vikings, we held them, 14-9 here. It's hard for me to predict, Art, like I said, because I'm focused on 1 week at a time. But if I had my chances, obviously it'd be a familiar opponent in New Orleans. But I'm confident in this team. Art, I know there's no team that Atlanta cannot beat when we are on our game. So if we do manage to get by Philadelphia, whether it's Minnesota, whether it's New Orleans, whether it's the Patriots, whether it's the Steelers, it does not matter to me. Because a lot of people like to ask us when Atlanta plays an opponent, what do you feel like you can do against this team? It's like they don't think that we deserve to be there. We're that team that other teams should be fearing as well. I think we're peaking at the right time. So, Art, to answer your question, bring it on. But right now, if we don't beat Philly, it doesn't matter. But I'll be okay with either one.
You catch that?
With the Eagles' lack of experience in the playoffs, how much does that help them? The Falcons.
Did he hear my answer?
Yeah, he heard your answer. He had a follow-up question. I thank you for your call. He wanted to know, with the lack of experience with the Eagles in the playoffs, how much does that benefit the Falcons? Being that you guys were just there last year.
Well, Art, if you can go back as far as last week. You know, the LA Rams had the top #1 offense in the league, a very elite defense. And we went into Los Angeles and pretty much dominated them. I mean, we didn't, we had problems scoring early, but we beat them pretty handily. And I think, Norb, you can probably agree with that. Experience does play a key, but the way I also see it is you're playing on the field. You got 11 guys on the field. Offense, defense is something you played since Little League. But when it comes to, there's a difference between regular season and postseason. In the regular season, you have opportunities. If you mess up, you got another week. You got this and that. But when you're in a one-and-done game, move on or go home, things are magnified. Balls get slipperier. Passes get a little more errant. Thoughts get rushed. So experience plays a lot. So, I mean, if I had to, like I told you, I wasn't going to predict the game, Norb, and I still really can't do it, man. And like I said, I don't want to, get my hopes up or jinx, but experience does play a key factor. It really does.
All right, Art, I hope you heard that. Art, did you catch all that?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And thanks, Art, for calling in. Make sure you sub my channel, sir.
All right.
Yeah,
thanks,
I will.
Thanks for your call, Art. Appreciate it.
Oh, by the way, one thing.
Yeah.
I have apology. Sorry. In the comments, I did not really mean to disrespect your daughter. I honestly didn't. Because I remember her doing the dap thing or whatever.
Oh, yeah. No. I first I saw it, I was like, what is this all about? Then I realized what you're saying. So it's fine. No worries. We're cool. Yeah. It's all good, man.
Thank you for taking my call.
You bet.
Later.
All right, go Hawks.
Thank you, Art.
All right. Let's go to, let's see here. Oh, okay. This is Eric from around the bend here, and he is the nephew of our former kicker, Stephen Hauschka. Let's put him on here. What's up, Eric? How you doing?
Hello.
Yeah. What's up?
I'm doing great. How about you?
I'm doing good. You got a question for David or a comment about this Eagles-Falcons game coming up here?
I think Falcons can handle the Eagles, and I'm pretty sure the Falcons will dominate the Eagles.
Falcons will dominate the Eagles. Okay.
Ooh.
And why is that?
I like the sound of that.
The Falcons beat us, and we beat the Eagles. So we played both teams, and I thought the Falcons game was, it was maybe due to the bad calls, like that fake field goal. But I thought the Falcons game was a tiny bit harder than the Eagles. So
I see. So
I think
you're applying algebraic principles as to why the Falcons will beat the Eagles, because if F is the Falcons and S equals Seahawks and E equals Eagles, Seahawks beat Eagles means S is greater than E, and since Falcons beat the Seahawks in this season, F is greater than S. That means F, by algebraic comparison, F is greater than E, so the Falcons would beat the Eagles.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
This dude went mathematical?
Well, I put it in mathematical terms, but his point is that because we beat the Eagles and then you beat us, you guys should be able to beat the Eagles. I love the fact.
What's this guy's name?
This is Eric, right, Eric?
Well, Eric, you must be a math geek. Am I correct, sir?
Well, he didn't put the math part of it into I did, but I don't know. Are you a math geek, Eric?
equations and all that. Wow.
Maybe.
Not necessarily so, but he seems to be giving you the Falcons the edge in this game. So,
well, you see, Norb, you know something. The thing that kind of, I mean, I'm trying not to believe in the hype and get so pumped up for my team. Yes, I know Atlanta can win. Do I feel Atlanta probably will win? Yes, but a small part of me is like not to totally discount the Eagles' opportunity. You know, I know a lot of people are picking Atlanta to win, but a lot of people picked the Rams to win, and look what happened. So,
right.
I mean, it's just pretty much on a week-by-week basis. People want to, look at the media and follow by, players' actions and what happens during the week. I mean, this game is an any team game. Philadelphia can beat us, but I know Atlanta can definitely win too. And if you think about it, with the talent, with the MVP quarterback, Atlanta should win this game. But that does not mean we will. Even though it's in Philly, that doesn't mean we will.
Right. Well, and I think you can't. I was joking about the mathematical application because it's funny how you could take one team that beats another and you go, oh well, these guys destroyed this team, so since these guys lost to them, they're just going to get completely annihilated. It's all about matchups. It's all about what happens, the flow of the game. Because you could take two teams, and correct me if I'm wrong. One game, Team A beats Team B, and you could have them play again, and unless it's a complete talent mismatch, you could have a completely flipped script if one or two things goes a completely different way to start off a game.
Yeah.
If the teams are equal, it's that's the great thing about football. You just never know what's going to happen, and the ball can bounce your way or it can bounce the wrong way. But I expect tomorrow's game is going to be decided by the narrowest of margins, by the most definitive of plays, the most.
I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that.
Moments.
I'm already, like I told Delia, and I agree with her. I don't want close games. I mean, because. It's like, how many close games can you take? It's like last year during the playoffs, no disrespect, but the Seattle game was pretty comfortable considering. But the Packers game was over from the beginning. And, that feeling of knowing when you're in a playoff game and your team is way up there and everything is rolling right, it's a lot less, I don't know. It's just something, I mean, in Atlanta, how many close games can we take? I mean, I want it to be pretty simplistic. I want it to be decided early. I want to take the drama out of it so I can relax, so I could enjoy myself and not have to ponder what I'm going to do. I can understand that.
Yeah. I know. It's sports is like that, man. It's so emotional and can be so devastating. And sometimes being successful can actually be more painful because your expectations and your thoughts of, hey, this might be it. And when it doesn't work out, it's actually more painful than if you just didn't make it in the first place.
Well, that's what it is. That's what it was in the Super Bowl. We at 28-3, like I told you guys earlier. I wasn't confident, but I was feeling pretty dang good that we were finally going to get our Super Bowl. And everything that came into my mind was my childhood growing up a Falcons fan and rooting for this team in the 80s when they stunk. And I was thinking about all the shots that I took growing up and all the shots I took on YouTube and all the stuff that I've taken. And I was like, I'm finally going to be able to vindicate and get it. And then it didn't happen. And then all of a sudden it went from 28-3, where it was 14 minutes, 12 minutes to go. And then even at 28-20 with a couple of minutes, I thought that pass to Julio was going to end it for us. And then we just found a way to let it go. So, it is what it is. It's hard to explain. The only thing positive I could say, Norb, and everybody here, is that my team has another shot. We're in the playoffs. Mm-hmm. We've already won one game. It's going to be on the road. It's going to be a hard tale. But, even though we're on the road in a number 6 seed, 11-win team as of right now, we could beat anybody in the league if we play our game, whether it be in Atlanta or on the road. So we just got to play the way we know how, and we'll be fine.
Hey, so Eric, thanks for the call, man. I want to ask, have you spoken to your uncle, Stephen Hauschka, anytime recently? How's he doing?
Oh, I met him a couple days ago.
Have you missed any dentist appointments or any appointments lately? Because he misses quite a bit, doesn't he?
No, Steve, what, Hauschka? No, Hauschka's had a good season, and unfortunately,
wait. Hauschka's playing where? Where's he at?
He left Seattle and has been with the Bills this year, and had a pretty respectable season.
But Hauschka did miss some kicks against the Falcons in the playoffs, did he not? Or that one kick?
Oh, you're talking about our history.
Yeah, I do remember
I don't know. I don't remember. I don't remember. No, he wasn't even available for that game.
Or 2012.
In 2012, he was not available because he tore his knee up on that trash Washington D.C. field and didn't even make it to that game. And if he had, I think we could have won that game. Anyway, that's a different story. But
that's neither here nor there. I got you.
But you were saying you said you saw your Uncle Steven?
Yeah, I saw him. I think on Monday.
On Monday. Oh, okay. Well, and unfortunately, his playoff run came to an end, so the Bills knocked out of the playoffs last week. So he's got his off season to look ahead. But yeah, well, how's he doing?
He's doing good, he's moving along with life,
Yeah. Well, if you see him, tell him. It's too bad he couldn't have been with us because who knows? We'd probably be still in the playoffs and maybe moving on if he had actually been with our team. So, anyway, it's good to hear from you, Eric.
Nice, Eric.
And Seattle?
Let me ask you this. You said that I saw your video. Did they release the schedule of every team that's playing overseas or just yours? I
believe they released. I'm not sure if they have every London schedule released, but just specifically London. I know that I'm pretty sure all the London games were released.
You know if the Falcons are playing in it?
Not sure. Did not look it up.
Because you would think people in the UK would love to see Matt Ryan and company, right? Surely.
I don't know. I don't know what the Atlanta fandom is like in UK. All I know is that there's a pretty big Seahawks UK group out there, so I know there's a lot of happy people over there. Hey, Eric, I'm going to let you go. I'm going to let you go, man. Hold on, David. Let me just say my little parting words with Eric here. Thanks for calling, man. Sure. Eric?
Yeah.
All right. I appreciate you calling.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
Bye.
All right. Take care. Okay. All right. I got 2 more calls to take. And then we'll probably wrap this up. But, David, you had something you were going to say?
Yeah. Before you take the call, what do you think about John Gruden coming back to the Raiders? I actually find that right there a long time coming. I don't think he ever should have left coaching. I don't know what his thinking was. But if there's anybody that can get the Raiders back, and let's be real, the Raiders have pretty much been back the last couple of years with an exception of – I mean, if their players can stay healthy and Carr can stay healthy – the Raiders are going to be good, especially with drawing Gruden back. So what are your thoughts on that?
Well, it's certainly going to be a fun circus to watch. Everyone will be talking about it. It was already a big splash with him coming back. I think the big question is in the how many years has it been? Like 14 years since he left coaching?
I think it was 2003, the Super Bowl, right?
Well, I can't remember how many seasons he played after he won the Super Bowl with Tampa Bay, but or maybe it was 2007 or something like that. Anyway, it's been a long time. So 10 or 11 years. So it'll be interesting to see if he still has it, after all these years. I know he stayed close to the game as a broadcaster, but, as a coach, it's a whole different thing. When you're going from announcer to back into the trenches. But I think the Raiders are better with him in there, and clearly it's gonna look good. And definitely generate some interest down in Vegas as they're trying to get more people down there. So fans, excited about the Raiders coming down. So I think that, it's going to be fun to see. And we get to play them in London. So that just adds to the drama of that game to be able to see Chucky over there on the other side of the field. For our sake, I hope he doesn't coach a good game so that we can get a win over there. So it'll be interesting to see what... how he does. But, yeah, I do hope that we get the win, but it'll be fun just to see him back into the coaching realm over there. What do you think about it?
I actually like it, to be quite honest speaking. I mean, I like the fact that, like I told you, I don't think John Gruden ever should have left, to be quite honest with you. And, he was rumored to go to, I think, Tampa Bay for a while, and I think the Raiders. But, they need some stability over there. They need some normality. And I think if there's one person that could actually get that group back together, it would be him. It's good to see that he's coming back, so I'm glad to see that.
My phone is in Mommy's car. No, actually, my phone is in your car.
Sorry, man. I had to talk to my daughter about something.
Yeah. I actually thought I heard her whispering. If she could hear me, is this the gymnast?
Yes. Here, come here, Neske. She can't really hear, but I can relay it to you.
Okay,
There, there's
Let her
Vanessa
know I
right
said
here.
Congratulations on her accomplishments and make it happen down the road.
David said he saw
I'm
the
happy
video
for
of
her.
you in your gymnastics. So David from Atlanta says congratulations on your accomplishments.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Okay. I have not seen a text from Lucy yet.
Can I go get my phone from the car?
Yes. My keys are hanging.
Hey, Norb, I just sent a group text to Delia, like I told you before she left. Make sure she gives my number, because if the Eagles do win, I'm going to send her something.
Okay. All right. We got that. Okay. So a couple more calls before we wrap this up. I want to go to the 818. I believe this is, actually, I don't know where this is. Let's find out. All right. You're on with NorbCam. Who's this? And where are you calling from?
Hello?
Yeah, you're on.
This is Orlando from Los Angeles.
Orlando from Los Angeles. What's going on, man? You're a Seahawks fan, right?
Yeah.
All right, Seahawks fan. All right, welcome to the show, man. What's your thoughts?
I had a question for you.
Yeah, what's up?
What do you think of Allen Robinson coming to Seattle?
Fill me in. I haven't done my homework
Well,
on him. Tell me about him.
He's a free agent this year. This
Oh.
offseason.
Okay.
He's a free agent.
All right, give me the scouting report.
Well, no, they haven't really thought about getting him, but, would you like to see him in Seattle? He's a 6'3" wide receiver.
Well, I do believe Seattle needs a big wide receiver type for Russell to throw to, especially since I don't think they're going to be able to afford to have Jimmy Graham back.
No.
But yeah, I don't know too much about him. David, you Orlando, what can you tell me about him? If you're obviously he's on your radar, why should I be watching for him, and what do you think he brings?
About who again?
What's his name again? Tell me the name.
Allen Robinson.
Allen Robinson. From where?
He used to play in the Jaguars.
Oh, he was the Jaguars receiver, 6'3".
Is he in college?
Yeah. No, he came from the Jaguars. He's a free agent now.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the only thing that I know about him is that he was probably one of the big targets for them. The couple of years that he's been there, I mean, he was one of their go-to guys. So I mean, if you need a receiver, you want to get some players who can make plays. But I can't say I know tons about him to give you any information. But I mean, if he's out there and he's available, you might want to get him, especially if you guys need something. I was actually thinking, of course, this will never happen, but what would it be like if Julio Jones was in a Seattle Seahawks uniform?
I was just thinking the same thing before you even mentioned it.
I know, right? Oh, man.
We haven't had, I mean, really, Seahawk fans, when's the last time we had a dominant, true number one type wide receiver? I mean, how far back do we have to go to even really remember?
Joey Galloway, Steve Largent, maybe?
You're going back to the 70s and 80s. Well, we could say maybe Darrell Jackson. Darrell Jackson was pretty darn good. Sidney Rice was a number one type guy, but he was so injured all the time that we never really truly got our fair shake of him when he was good when he was available.
But what would you guys do with a Julio Jones, a 6'4", 5'6", 250-pound beast?
First of all, I'd faint.
Wow.
I'd faint out of excitement, and then after I got up from that, I'd start thinking about already making my playoff plans. Man, no, I just think we've needed something like that for so long, and maybe he's out there somewhere out there. A number one receiver is coming.
What they were saying, Norb, is that Julio Jones, honestly, they expect. And I expect a breakout game from him. I think that this is a game that the offense could really open up on. And I'm not saying, no disrespect to the Eagles defense, but I expect that there's a possibility that Julio Jones could have a big game. I really do.
Oh, I'm expecting it. I expect that he should be clutch and make some pretty huge catches in that game. So, he's going to be a difference maker.
Hold on to the ball because we had like 6 or 7 drops. I mean, it just seems like right now, I know the weather is what it's going to be, but you got to remember, Norb, both teams are playing it. So whether you're acclimated to it or not, both teams are going to be playing in the same, elements. It's just going to be who wants it more. You know, Hugh Douglas was talking. You know, he's like I told Delia, he's a former Eagle. You know him well, and he does 92.9 the game here in Atlanta, and he's up there in Philly for the game. He said, "quote If you're worried about being cold and bundling up with gloves and stuff, you don't need to be there. You go there, you stick it out for 3+ hours, leave all your guts on the field, play football the way you know how to play it, and leave. Go to the locker room, come back, and get ready for next week." So. I mean, I don't buy the weather factor. I believe that, you know, it affects both teams. Just go in there and just get the job done. Atlanta, go in there, score the way you know how to score. Your defense is playing really good. Do I expect it to be easy? Absolutely not. You know you got a better offense. You know you got a better running game. You know you got a better quarterback. That's 3-1. Take care of business, Atlanta. Go in there and advance to the NFC Championship game.
Yeah, I do think offensively you've got the edge, but, you know, Philly's defense is pretty darn good too. I mean, that's going to be the thing. And they got a pretty decent running game. You're going to have to stop that running game.
Yeah, but so is ours. Our defense is pretty damn good too.
Yeah, and you guys both have good running games. And so if you equalize all that out, you get down. It comes down to the quarterbacks.
Well, I don't know if I would call the Eagles' running game really good. I mean, like I told her, JJ, whatever. Yep. I mean, the Falcons' running game has been consistent from the last couple of years. So if I had to pinpoint an advantage running game, it would definitely be Atlanta. With the two-headed monster that we got with, you know, Freeman and Coleman, you can throw Teron Ward in there too, man.
Devontae Freeman is my wife met him on a flight. She works for the airlines, and she met him and said he was one of the nicest guys. But man, I like watching that guy run. He's a little dude, but that guy packs a wallop when he runs, and he's fast.
Very humble too. He's very humble.
So that guy's pretty cool. So I enjoy watching him run. So I expect him to be making some pushing the piles forward. Like I said, I've got the Falcons winning this game by the hair on their chinny chin chin. So we'll see if that comes to fruition.
Because trust me when I tell you, waking up at 4:30 in the morning, having to work from 6 to 3, I'm going to be bringing my Falcons jersey to work. I'm going to be talking smack all day. I'm going to be nervous. I'm going to be excited about the game. But just know at this time tomorrow night, I will either be excited or I will be disappointed. You know, because the reality is it's going to happen sooner now than later. So it's almost here.
It's actually good that it's tomorrow. You have to wait an extra day to find out the fate of your team.
I'm so sick and tired of waiting. I know. I agree.
So I guess that's good. You just kind of rip the Band-Aid off and get it over with. So, but I'll be watching. It's gonna be a fun game to watch for sure. I'm gonna try to stream my reaction to that as well. Just
well, it might be fun for you, but it'll be a stressful one for me unless we can pull away early. and let's be real, even pulling away early does not guarantee anything.
Well, that's the thing. That's why I find it fascinating to see how the fan base of Atlanta is, because now having watched that Georgia national championship game, it's all the more reason why you guys can never count anything done until that clock hits zero.
To be quite honest, the fan base this week on the radio here is very skeptical, you know, and I'm not saying there's not a lot of loyal fans here, because there are. Norb, trust me, 12th man who are in the chat and stuff, listening to the stream, we have loyal fans here. But you cannot blame us, loyal fans, for having to suffer through a Super Bowl choke, a national championship choke in back-to-back years, and actually come on here with a straight face and be 100% confident. You would be fooling yourself. As diehard as I am, I cannot, and I would be disrespecting, you know, loyal fans and their confidence if I came on here and said I'm 100% confident, because my teams just do not finish. So it is what it is.
Yeah. Well, until it's proven
I'm
wrong.
being honest.
Yep, you got to live with it. You got to wear it on your sleeve, because that's the reality. So.
And I do.
Yeah. Okay,
I can take about one more call if you want, Norb.
Yeah, I'm going to go one more call, then I got to wrap this up. I know you actually went beyond the time I thought you were going to go, but I appreciate you staying on. So let me get one more. I know he's been waiting on.
It's all for you, sir. It's all for you, and respect for your channel and your fanhood and your fans.
I appreciate it. All right. I will. Hopefully I get this worked out next time, because I'd love to be able to have the calls, you really hear the calls, but I'll try to relay what I can.
Well, we'll do a post-game and stuff next week, talking about the game, right? All of us, all three of us?
Yeah, that's the plan. If we can get a date that works, hopefully we can. But yeah, that'd be fun. I definitely would like to do that next week. All right, cool. So they go to Anthony D, who's been waiting forever. Anthony D, what's up, man? How's it going?
Hey, Anthony. Thanks for waiting, sir. Anthony.
What's happening,
hey,
man?
David,
What's going on? He wants to know how you doing there, David.
No, I'm doing good, man. Thanks for sticking around and dealing with my babbling, because I babble quite a bit.
All right, so Anthony, what's on your mind today?
Well, first of all, I want to say I've been waiting for 2 long hours in the code, man.
I appreciate your patience for waiting as long as you have, but now that you're here, bring it, man. What's up?
I'm going to have to side with Philadehlia on this one.
Anthony is siding with the Philadelphia Eagles and Philadelphia. What's your reasoning behind that?
Ooh, and I supported him too. Ooh.
What's your thoughts?
I'm sorry.
Back it up. Back it up. Back it up. What's the reason?
Well, we did beat the Eagles at first, and I actually feel really bad for the Eagles quarterback to go to be on the injured list, and I heard they have not been a little good so far.
Sorry, man. I had to deal with some things here. So my bad.
I hear.
I had dealing with some challenges here on the home front, but hey,
it's all good, man. It's all good.
Sorry, you were saying. Continue there, Anthony, with your argument.
I feel really bad for the Eagles quarterback to go on the injury list.
Oh yes, feeling bad for Carson Wentz having gone down, the MVP candidate.
Hold on.
Yeah, me too.
Hold on, my son's calling, but I'm not gonna answer him for now.
I was gonna say you waited for 2 hours. I hope you don't take a call over being on the air with NorbCam. This is your moment. This is the moment.
You waited for 2 hours.
I can pretty much have him on the air as well.
David, he was on the air before we even got the show going. He was listening to us get through all of our technical banter. That's the kind of dedication.
Sub my channel, and I'll give him a personal shout, whether he makes videos or not. Wow, nice
I do
job.
make videos.
Yeah, he does make videos. So what you're gonna say?
Tell him to sub my channel, and I'll make sure I mention him.
So check out, sub. You can hear what he says. So sub his channel.
I can't.
Yeah, I'm saying to him.
I heard you said the S word, and I sent you a text message going, language!
Hey, man, I'm no saint. I was... I had some language in there while things weren't going that way, but, I was off air, so I thought, till I realized people were in the phone queue listening to NorbCam swear. My gosh! What's this world coming to?
Oh, hey, Norb. It's ideal to go to Mizuki Buffet.
Derek Dutoff says he picks the Falcons. They are a more complete team.
Well, remember, our deal was if Seahawks make it to the Super Bowl, we would be going to the Mizuki Buffet. And we didn't even make the playoffs. But I'll tell you what, if you end up coming to this neck of the woods, we'll find a way to meet up.
I can't understand what you said.
Oh, I said if you end up making it this way to my neck of the woods, we'll find a way to meet up. Even if it's not necessarily the Mizuki Buffet, the ultimate in seafood buffets in the Pacific Northwest.
See, Norb, what I want to know is because we've heard from you, we've heard from your callers, we've heard from Philadelphia, we've heard from me. So you probably know where this is leading. What does our fellow friend Christostomo, what does he think the outcome of this game is going to be? Is he going to support Philadelphia or is he going to support myself? And he better make the right decision.
Well, let me just go and ask him. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can find him. Hold on a second.
I'm sure you can dig him up somewhere.
Hey, what's up? You called? You want to know what Chrysostom thinks about this game? Well,
absolutely.
If you remember from the video where I was flying the Millennium Falcon, clearly, you know what team I'm pulling for. Stop interrupting me, David in Atlanta. I'm talking here. This is my microphone, my floor, my Falcon. Yes, the Falcons will win. And I agree with Norb for a change. 24-21.
Casamaro.
Falcons, gonna win.
Can you hear me? Casimiro, can you hear me? Yes,
nice job. Thank you, Maker Stosimo. Happy 2018, sir.
Thank you. I got to go because I got slobber coming off my lip. I'll talk to you guys later. Go Falcons and all that stuff.
All right.
All right, thanks, man. Appreciate you coming on. There you go. There's Chrysostom sharing his 2 cents of wisdom.
Hey, Norb, I want to tell you, Brandon Rogers, he called earlier. He said he's calling back.
Tell Norb to get my call.
To get his call back. He says, tell Norb to get my call.
Oh, from he was from Minnesota. Minnesota. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, we could probably do that. So, Anthony, anything else on your mind? I wanted to make your 2-hour wait worth the while, man.
Okay. And David, I just want to say I am really sorry that you had to go. What?
No, he didn't hear you. So he has a message for you. So David, hang on. I'm gonna relay this to you. So you just listen.
Sure.
Anthony says.
David, I am sorry that you had to go through that butt hurt play against the Eagles last year, and I heard that was the most controversial play of all time.
Wait, are you talking about the Super Bowl?
Yeah, last year.
Oh, okay. You said against the Eagles. I think you got confused. He just said he feels bad that you had to go through the pain, quote, butt hurt pain of losing to the Patriots last year.
How should I answer that? Thank you. It was quite painful, Anthony, no doubt. It was extremely painful, and it's something that I haven't forgotten to this day. Trust me, it's stuck with you. I mean, when Norb was telling me the day of the game afterwards, when we were talking for a while, I really didn't, honestly, Norb, I didn't think it would stick this long, but it has, man. It's painful for sure.
I'm telling you, the pain never goes away. Yeah, what?
Norb, through this 2-hour wait, I've been in the backyard walking. I think there's be a dog poop.
Oh, nice. So for the 2 hours while he was waiting, he's been pacing around the backyard and he stepped in some dog poop. You know, this is the kind of compelling material that NorbCam brings, cutting edge news information to its viewers. Anthony D stepped in some dog poop in Yakima.
Spray with a water hose.
Hashtag stepped in poop. Hashtag Anthony D. Hashtag stepped in poop. Hashtag that sucks. Hashtag poop. All right.
And a few more things, Norb.
A few more things. I'll give you one more because I got to wrap this up while we're still young.
Okay.
What's up?
Have you heard about the Logan Paul for the past 2 weeks? Because I sure as heck have.
You know, I'm not a big Logan Paul follower, but I always hear my kids talking about it, or my oldest talking about it. Pretty popular YouTuber, if I'm understanding. But yeah, a lot of controversy there. Something about, I don't know, finding a body and shooting a picture of it and all that kind of stuff. Isn't that what you're talking about?
Yeah, he was in Japan and he found a
dead body, a suicide victim. He took a photo, a video of it, and posted it online, and people were giving him a lot of flack for it.
Yeah, I think what he did was just downright idiotic and pathetic. And I just want to say, he's probably a complete jackass hole. So,
whoa, language, Anthony D. The language.
Whoa,
language, earmuffs. Anyway.
Hey, Norb, after this call, I got to go, sir.
Yeah, you got to go. All right. Okay, well, I got to start wrapping things up here, too. So, Anthony, thank you about that, and I appreciate you hanging out for so long.
Look, are you busy on Monday next week? I have no school.
I am. I've got a volleyball tournament all day Monday. I'm going to be watching my girl doing her thing. Vanessa, the gymnast, is going to be Vanessa, the volleyball player, hopefully kicking some butt on the court on Monday. That is how my Monday will be spent. I appreciate that, David. So, Anthony, take care and enjoy the rest of your Martin Luther King weekend and divisional rounds of the playoffs. It's going to be a heck of a lot of fun.
I will. I got to go.
And Anthony, don't step in any more dog poop.
Yes.
Do not.
I will not.
Avoid the poop.
Yeah, bring plastic bags and gloves.
You got to post a notification when you're starting your new live stream so I won't have to miss it again.
All right, I will try to make sure everybody knows that the live stream is coming. And hopefully I won't be 25 minutes late to it this time. All right, appreciate it, man. Take care.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
thanks, Anthony.
Anthony, go Hawks. Yeah. All right, so David, before we sign off here, I just want to say, thanks again for taking this time. I know you got to get some sleep, got to get up early in the morning and all that. But, you know, like I said, I expect your team to come out victorious tomorrow. But that's why they play the games, to see how it turns out. But I wish you the best of luck, and I hope that whatever it is, you can sleep well tomorrow night with whatever the result happens to be.
Yeah, I appreciate it, and like I said, I appreciate Norb. You always, you know, keeping in contact with me, offering these chats. I appreciate, and I love the interaction that you have in your chat. You have a good following, and it's good to see that people here actually remember who I am. So I appreciate it. I appreciate, you know, I mean, I even watch, you know, your streams when it's not about my team or just other stuff. But, you know, like I've told you this many times, you're class act, man. You know, I'm happy for you. I'm glad things are going good. And I'll talk to you on next week after the game. We'll see what happens. It's going to be a tough one. And go Falcons is all I could say. And Seahawks fans, hold your head up. Even though you didn't make it this year, you guys still got a good foundation. You got a good team. And you just need some pieces. You know, hopefully you don't lose too much of the Legion of Boom. But I will be quite honest. If we could pluck one or two from your team, I would not be disappointed. But thanks, guys. Have a good weekend. I appreciate it. Thank you, Norb.
All right.
Go Falcons.
Best of luck to you. We'll talk next week after the game.
Thanks, man.
All right. Take it easy.
All right.
All right. So that is it for our special guests. I appreciate those guys coming on, Philadehlia and David in Atlanta, to come share their thoughts on this divisional matchup in the NFC tomorrow. And I thank all of you guys for being in the chat, chatting it up, sharing your thoughts, and also everybody who called in. It's been fun. It's always fun to hear from you guys and to talk shop. And unfortunately, not a lot of Seahawks to talk about this time around, but things will get interesting as the offseason comes around. I will go one more time here because Brandon did want to say one more thing, so I'm going to pull him up on the call here. Brandon, is this you, Brandon?
Yeah, Norb.
Yeah, so what's on your mind? You want me to pick you up one more time? So here you go. What's up?
Yeah, I just wanted to ask you a question. Who do you think could, or who do you think's gonna win, the Saints or the Vikings? I just wanted to get your take.
Yeah, we did not talk about the Saints versus Vikings. Oh man, that's another really good game too. Man, I've got a feeling about the Saints, man. As much as I'd like to see the intrigue of the Vikings, having the home field advantage and possibly hosting the Super Bowl and all that stuff, I just feel like the Saints, they've got Drew Brees, lots of playoff experience, really good running game, and Case Keenum. This is kind of new ground for him, even though he's had a really good season. But they got a pretty good D2. They got a pretty good run game. So it's going to be another really fun, evenly matched type of game to see. So I expect to also be close. But I feel like the Saints, this is going to be kind of visiting team upset weekend again, kind of like the wild card NFC rounds were. So I feel like I'm going to be seeing a Saints-Falcons NFC South NFC Championship game. That's kind of my vibe right now.
Okay, I kind of like it, but I think it's going to be the Eagles and the Vikings.
Oh, you're taking the opposite end.
Yeah.
Well, either way,
I just feel like when from when the Vikings lost the game to Seattle, when Blair Wilson missed the field goal, I feel like they're going to come out firing, and this was their season, man. They went 13-3. And they can actually try to make history and host the Super Bowl. I feel like they just got to come out and win. I mean, they got the number 1 D, and I just feel like they're going to win.
Yeah. Well, the picks I have are not by much. So it's by, like I said, the narrowest of margins. Unlike the AFC, which is just not very compelling TV there. But the NFC is a heck of a lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean, everybody knows it's going to be the Steelers and the Patriots, probably.
Yeah.
I mean, unless Tennessee can do something only the Ravens have done, pretty much. Just walk into Foxborough and come out, but...
I don't see it happening, folks. It's going to take some lightning strike twice kind of miracle sort of odds for that to happen. But, hey, you never know. You never know. I just think Patriots are going to be there. And that's just I have a feeling. So we'll see what
But
happens.
I would actually like to see a Saints Patriots Super Bowl. That'd actually be pretty nice.
That would be
if Minnesota
interesting.
could host it, that'd be really nice. But
Yeah.
I mean,
anyone but the Patriots. So that should be my poster. I should make anyone but the Patriots. That'd be a good T-shirt. I think I need to go get that campaign going. But hey, man, all right, I got to get going. Thanks for your call. I appreciate you hanging on there.
yeah, no problem.
All right, enjoy your
talk to you
weekend.
soon.
All right, go Hawks. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for being part of this.
Goodbye.
And goodbye to you, voice from beyond. All right, guys. Yeah, we'll do this again. I may be live streaming the game tomorrow, hopefully, and feel free to jump on and we'll experience this interesting game tomorrow together. But until next time, please remember to subscribe to NorbCam. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell. Sub up, and I'd appreciate it very much. And we'll do this again next time. Thank you for joining me. All right, enjoy your weekend. Go Hawks.